I want to show you a song I'm working on writing with the LiberLive C1 Stringless Smart Guitar. It's wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. Complicated equations try to explain what we see, but they never seem to get it all right, and they never seem to represent all the things that it means to be inside of me. Hi, my name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach for the last 25 years. I can tell you something interesting from my voice studio working with singers all of these years. Almost every singer I've worked with wants to, at some point in their journey, write a song. But the problem is many of them have not built the coordination and the muscle memory to do it, accompanying themselves with a guitar or a piano. They don't have the chops yet to come up with chords for a song. The best user experience for writing a song is to have something that you're playing. Kinesthetic learning, having something in your hands that you're working with the chords on, in addition to coming up with the melody and the words. It's that marriage of the whole thing happening at once that gives this spontaneous magic and creativity to the song. This is where I need to introduce you to this. The LiberLive C1 Stringless Smart Guitar is so easy to use to come up with chords on. It takes very little muscle memory to, at the basic level, just start improvising chords. See? It's very easy to get started with this. With zero piano or guitar skills, you could be up and running writing a song with this within an hour. And one of the coolest parts with it is it's just not a basic, push it down and hit it. There is an actual feel to it. There's a playability to it. And there is muscle memory to be learned. There is a skill set to be developed in working with this. It's just, the thing about it is, though, the entry level to it is so easy. It's so easy to get started. And once you get going, you can get more complicated as you get comfortable with it. All right, before we get on to how to write a song with this, I just want to show you the basics of how it works. First thing I'll show you is the strumming. We've got 3 strumming options. Option 1, it's kind of like a real guitar a little bit. You can go down or up. Second and third options are down here on the strumming controllers. We've got a shorter one and a longer one. They strum down and up, and that's important. I'll show you in a second. But first, we'll just do down strums. Watch. That's the first pattern. Here's the second pattern. Now, here's the thing. These are heavily customizable. Lots of patterns that you can pick from in the app. I'll show you those in a little bit. But one thing I want to explain to you about playability. Right there, I was just playing one strum for each whole note, or for each measure, basically. But once you get savvy with this thing, you can start, instead of just strumming on the whole note, you strum on the half note also, and that gives you a little bit more subdivisions in the rhythm of the strumming. Listen to this. Hear how there's a little more strumming going on compared to this? Next thing I want to show you about the frets. Each fret is a different chord. And it's not just one chord, though, which is really cool. There are 3 options inside of each fret. The center is the main form of the chord, and then each of the outsides are variations of the chord. Check this out. That's the main chord. That's the outside fret. This is the inside. Back to the original. And here's a kicker. All of these are programmable too. If you're getting bored with having the same chord sounds, you can rewrite them in the app. Changing key is super easy. You've got a little knob here and a gratifying sound when you do change keys. And the lights change as you change key as well on the top. And these lights are a game changer. They light up when you're playing chords, and it gives you that visual of changing chords with the actual lighting up. There's something about that connection that's really useful. Here's how we change tempo. You just tap. It's super easy. It's got such a sensitive feel to it. And that's the tempo. Now, if you want to play a drum beat, you hold your finger down in the same area where you tap, and you just hit one of the strums. Listen. Okay, we stop it by squeezing here. Now, each of the strumming controllers has a different beat. Here's the first beat again. Now I'm going to change. So the long strumming controller typically has a little bit more of a complicated beat. But again, that's programmable here. One other cool thing when you start a beat is you've got access to changing bass when you do it. Check this out. All you do is touch the fret. You don't have to strum to get the bass to go. But then once you start strumming, it has bass and guitar. The volume is over here. It has a headphone jack, which I have plugged in right now to my audio interface. It charges with USB-C. It even has knobs for a strap if you want to play out or you like to stand up when you're writing. And the other thing I have to show you is how portable this is. Look at how easy it is to break this down. It comes with a really cool little carrying case. Ta-da! Look at how tiny that is. All right, next up, I just want to show you the app. It's super intuitive. Pairing it up is so easy. Here, I just click on that. You can see that I'm paired up via Bluetooth. It took 2 seconds to connect up. Now, this is the main screen here. First thing we have, this is the key of D. You can change it here or change it with the dial. Next thing down, we have our tempo. Again, we can change that just by tapping. The 2 little things below change up our strumming patterns. And then at the very bottom, we have our bass patterns, bass sounds, as well as our rhythm changing. Now, where it says custom here, this is where you get to change the chords. And what's cool about this is when I press down the fret right now like this, you can see that it lights up the different chords that I'm playing. All right, and other than that, now we have the strumming. Now let me show you some of the strumming changing a bit. So look, if you look at the screen right here, you can see that the purplish blue thing is selecting the short strumming controller. If I click on the other one, it changes to the long strumming controller, and this is how you program them. And then I strum. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you see what the little lock thing is? I just unlocked it, now I locked it again. Keeps it set while you're trying out the different strumming patterns. If you don't set that, then it will change tempo with whatever pattern you select. Another cool thing to check out is, look at, you can do this with piano sounds too. I'm gonna make the short strumming controller a piano sound. Listen to this. It's a nice piano sound too, isn't it? Ah, you got piano as well. And there's a whole bunch of piano options you have as well here. Look at how many options you have. So many options already. Now let's go down here. Same thing with beats. So as I'm picking drum patterns, I can choose which pattern goes with which strumming controller. There's the short one. We'll put rock beat 3 on the short strumming controller. Check this out. Now I'm going to squeeze to stop. Now let's try another pattern, another rock pattern. Here's another one. Cool. Again, squeeze to stop. Now, another feature that's really fun on this is you've got all of these song options here. And they come with the chords. You just strum along.
My way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where it starts.
All right, just one last thing I have to show you again, because I only briefly mentioned it before. The changing of the chords is so cool. It's just in that little custom button right there. Look, you click on the custom, and then you can see that it populates with the chords that have already been assigned to the 3 options you have for each fret. Now, if you want to change them, you can just select it, and then just change it to whatever you want. You have all of these variations of the chord from major to minor to adding 9s and 7s and major 7s. Very, very cool. Now I'm going to show you how to write a song with the LiberLive C1 Stringless Smart Guitar. Check this out. First thing we have to do is come up with a chord progression. That's step 1. And here's how you do it. you can pick 2 chords and just keep going back and forth between them, or 3 chords, or 4 chords. I ended up with 4 chords on the song that I showed you at the beginning of the video, but I was just noodling around. I started with 1, and I thought, where do I want to go next? I don't want to go there. I want to keep it bright. Okay? And then I was like, no, I don't like that. Ooh, there we go. And then, no. How about here, here? Ooh, there we go. And then I liked that, so I just started looping it. The 1, the 2, 6, 5. And then I'm just kind of jamming out a little bit, getting used to that sonic world, getting used to that feel. Feels kind of bright. It's not a super heavy chord progression. And then we are going to move on to step 2. All right, here's step 2. Once you get your chord progression, the next step is to start doing some improvisation of a melody over top. Don't even worry about words yet. Just start coming up with a melody with your voice. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And at this point, it's not going to be the perfect melody that it eventually becomes. This is just to get the idea going, to birth something out of your head to go with these chords. It'll change as you go. All right, the next step is to integrate some words into the melody. The way I like to do it is, based on the chords that I've come up with and the melody, there's a certain emotional feel that is starting to be implied by what I'm doing. Like, this song isn't super heavy yet, you know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Like, this song is not like a super tragic heavy song, just in the feel of it. So the words should follow suit with the emotional state that I've already created. So what could this song be about? So what came to my mind as I was playing the melody and the chords to this was that this song could be about how the secrets to being happy are inside of you. That was kind of my impetus for writing this. It's like, it's always been inside of you. Like, inside of you. I wanted to write something about that. So I started to brainstorm on a whole bunch of words that had to do with things being inside of you, solutions being inside of you. The world tells you the solutions are outside. They're in science. They're in all of these other things you need to buy, but the secret is inside of you. That was kind of the concept that came to my mind for this song. And as soon as I was clear on that, I was able to easily do a 1,000-word brain dump. All right, so now we're really cooking. I've got the chords. I've got a melody started. I've got a concept for the song, and I have words flowing inside of that concept. Now we'll deepen realizing the words onto the actual rhythm and notes of the melody.
It's wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. Complicated equations try to explain what we see.
Now, the next step is I want to get some other strumming. I just don't want to do this like single strum thing now. I feel like I've got the sense of the song. I've got the vibe. Now I'd like to get some rhythmic elements going with it. So this is where I go into the app now. So the first thing I wanted to figure out was, what's the appropriate tempo for the song? And the way you figure that out is you just tap the beat while you sing and just see what feels right. Is wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. Da, da, da. Complicated equations. I want to go about that fast. So how do I set the tempo? You just tap that tempo. Okay, 175. Ooh, that's a pretty fast tempo. And you see it changes right in the app right there. It says 175. Then the next step, I wanted to figure out what my different strums were going to be for the short strum controller and the long strum controller. So I click on this one here, and what I found was I really liked the after school one. I tried all of them, but I found that the after school one was the best. And I also made sure that I clicked the lock button right there so that it's kept the tempo that I wanted to have for the song. If you don't click that, then the tempo is going to change every time that you click around on the app. So you got to make sure you set the tempo. So there we go. So this is the strumming.
Wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. Complicated equations.
Okay, I like that. I think I maybe set the tempo a little too fast. See it changing? We're going to go, I think we'll go for like equation. Let's go for like 160. 155, that's probably good. Yeah, that feels better. It's wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. Complicated equations, try to explain what we see. So now check this out. You see that changing in the app? Every time you press down a chord and strum it, it shows you what the chord is. So if you're sitting here with your buddy who's playing guitar or bass or piano, they could follow along looking like that. They could see what you're playing. E minor, B minor, A. And then for the long strumming controller, I picked this one, Garden. I tried out all the other ones, but I really liked Garden. Check this out. It's wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. So it's a little muted. It's like there's a little bit of a palm mute on there, which makes a little bit of a staccato. It doesn't let the guitar ring fully. Really cool. There's so many different little quirky strumming patterns in here, which are really cool. But I like that one for this song. I like the rhythmic syncopation of it, that there's an accent on the beat 1 and on the and of 2. Check this out. It's wrapped up in the science. I really like that little push accent there. And now we're really far down the road with this song. I've got chords, I've got a melody, I've got a tempo, I've got different strumming patterns. The last thing we'll throw in is a beat. Let's get a cool beat here. So the beat that I ended up landing on was Rock Beat 3. Let me show you how that sounds. All right, let's give it a shot. Here we go. Pretty good. It's wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. Complicated equations, try to explain what we see, but they never seem to get it all right, and they never seem to represent all the things that it means to be. Look at it, I'm just playing bass now. Inside of me. If you're writing the song and you want to have the beat, but you don't want to deal with the strumming because it's too complicated, you can just push it down like I just was right there. There are so many options with this thing. All right, so my encouragement for you just starting off is keep it super simple and don't try to write a good song as your first song. Just write a song. Get the process going on learning how to create music using this instrument. Because if you get too bogged down with like, my first song has to be great, then you don't get any flow, and it may be your 20th song that's your big one. So just get the process of creating. Be playful. In fact, my encouragement is set out to write a bad first song, and then that frees you from any expectation with it, because again, it's just about process in the beginning. You can start writing songs right away, and you don't have to get super complicated. You don't have to pick 4 chords for your first song. You could pick 2 chords. Lots of people have written songs on a 1 to 4 progression. I think there's a David Gray song like that. There's so many songs that use 1 to 4. So just start simple. Just work on getting the process going. You can make it more complicated as you go. To get your LiberLive C1 Stringless Smart Guitar, go down into my description, click on the link, and you can buy yours. I recommend you get one of these. If this is tempting at all, if you got to the end of this video, then it's probably time to get one of these because you're interested in this. And I'm telling you, it's a wonderful piece of gear. It's an amazing tool. It's an amazing instrument. And this is an instrument. All right. Thanks for watching. Best with your first song adventures. Let me know how it's going if you have one of these. I'm really curious how your first songs are going. All right. I'm going to get back to finishing my song here.
Wrapped up in the science, just the way it should be. Complicated equations.